Hello, everyone, and welcome to Live with Sheryl. I'm your host, Sheryl Mebane. I am an actor, writer, singer, songwriter, drummer, researcher, all kinds of things. And on this show, you get to find out about a lot of that. And we also talk about health, ways to support one another, and have a great time doing all of that. So, new season, new Sheryl. We have lots of features and things we want to get right into. But before we get into all that, I want to thank everybody for listening. Thank y'all out there for joining us. And I also want to thank my patrons over there on Patreon. If y'all have not come out to support yet, you see patreon.com/Sheryl Mebane is the place to go. There are extra features than what you see here on Live with Sheryl that are letting you get in depth and find some other things out about my doings. If you would like to find out more, check it out over there. Okay, y'all. So, one of the things I've been doing lately has been sort of taking me away a little bit from Cheryl's Weekly Media Minute. So, on social media, you might be following me. I hope you are. That's usually where I put out Cheryl's Weekly Media Minute. So, I'm going to be doing that. I took a little bit of time off last week from doing it. Was doing a lot of music and other things in the business, which I'll update you on. But today, I did a lot of good planning and coming together with lots of great ideas and lots of good things. And so Cheryl's Weekly Media Minute is actually going to come out this week after this show. So tomorrow or on the weekend. And it's going to give you some details about one of the things that I've been doing with my husband, Tim. It's an update on that, a new season of that. And that's going to be Sheryl and Tim Think What. So it used to be Sheryl Thinks What. It's going to be a slightly different thing. We're going to be concentrating on slightly different angles on things. We're going to have seasons planned out. And today we sort of did a bunch of planning, and all of this is to weave together a whole bunch of different things for y'all to enjoy. So all of that is not going to be hidden behind the paywall over Patreon. Only some reaction videos will be there exclusive for patrons. So most of this new set of seasons for Sheryl and Tim Think What, the new Sheryl Thinks What is Sheryl and Tim Think What. Most of those 3 seasons content are going to be available for everybody. There's going to be some new structures and things on YouTube for y'all to find out more about as we specify things over at the land of where I produce my stuff. So I'll give you more details, but suffice it to say that the first season is going to be focused on love, y'all. It's going to be a love season. I think wedding season's coming up. I know the weather is changed into springtime. Spring has sprung. It's going to sort of relate to one of the health trivia components of this experience today. And so this is also a season of love. I think we're getting into summertime, especially people have a lot of weddings, I guess, year round, but we're going to be thinking about a season of Sheryl and Tim Think What? Reacting to love themed content, romantic love themed content. So we do have that theme for season 1 of the upcoming season of Sheryl and Tim Think What? If you have some specific suggestions for themed media, very popular things people are talking about right now around romance. So we're thinking rom-coms, but also if there are reality shows that we need to react to, let me know. And we'll feed them into the Sheryl and Tim Think What series. And that's going to be a regular release for probably the next 10 weeks once we get it up and going. So details to come on Cheryl's Weekly Media Minute. I will let y'all know the specifics, and y'all can definitely help steer some of the specifics. But the first theme is going to be romance, y'all. Love will be in the air. So one of the things going on there. And then here's a newer segment that happened first this season 3 of Live with Sheryl, and that's Dance Excitement Everywhere. So because spring has sprung, I was outside with my family, y'all, and just bopping a little bit to some of the new music I've been creating. So what you're going to see with, as usual, with Dance Excitement Everywhere is that I'm just wiggling around, trying to get moving a bit, and it's not very serious in terms of the level of dance going on, but it is serious in terms of the excitement we want y'all to feel, listening to some new music and listening to each other encourage each other to go ahead and wiggle to it. So since there's not a huge amount of dancing in this, I might get up and boogie, y'all. So this is Dance Excitement Everywhere, and y'all might notice some familiar faces in the background. I'll just let y'all listen to a little bit, and this is some of the material that I've been working on recently has been taking up a lot of my time, just doing a lot of remixing and creating and doing new originals and just a lot of good things happening with music. And this is just a backing for something that I'm singing over and I'm doing doings with as we speak. So hope you enjoy the dance excitement everywhere. Let's boogie, y'all. So I think y'all noticed that the visual changed a little bit there for Dance Excitement Everywhere because I wasn't doing a whole lot of dancing when I was out and about with my husband and the son. I thought I better have the visual dance around a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed that little funky taste of some things that y'all are going to get to experience a little bit more in a more complete form in the coming months and weeks. More original music will be released into the wild and not just for film and licensing pitches, which is one of the focuses of my business, as some of y'all know. So, hello, hello out there. I don't know if we have any comments in the areas where I can see y'all chatting. Oh, fun. CB says fun. Hey, CB, thanks. I'm glad it was fun. I thought it was fun too. There was a request that wanted something to have like a 60s feel to it. And I was having fun with that beat that you hear right there. And then I said, oh, wait a minute. I had a version of it that was at first, it was even funkier, but it was so much fun. And I said, okay, well, let's just make it a little bit simpler for this specific request. Because when you think you might have a potential client, they're telling you details, you got to go ahead and listen to it. So I tried to simplify it to what you heard. And it was still fun. I'm glad you have fun with it. I had fun singing over it. I'm still singing over it because I'm developing different things for this 60s inspired opportunity. But hey, CB, thank you for letting me know you thought it was fun. I thought it was fun too, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad. That's why we do this on here. Share some fun things with y'all. Share spirit, share good energy and fun. So keeping it moving to another regular feature here on Live with Sheryl, which is updates as I create. So I mentioned I've been doing a lot with music. This is the time of year I get to focus on creating new things. So year round, I will be remixing things, and year round, I'll be trying to get my stuff out there to people within music industry, within entertainment industry, but this time of year is when I sort of get down in the studio and try to come up with new things and play around with things and focus on creating. So there's been a lot with music going on. And as far as research goes, some of the planning I was talking about with y'all earlier today, when I was saying there's a big session I did today that had me thinking of slightly different things going on with the reaction video series with now Sheryl and Tim Think What. That also relates to some things that I'm going to fold some of my research into. And so these things are progressing, these ideas are getting refined and more mature and getting some specifics to them. So I love that. That's part of what I've been doing with research is pinpointing where I'm going to fold that into some of the other larger projects that'll be rolling out in the next year or so. And then auditions. So one of the inspirations for the health trivia came from an audition I did recently, and I've been enjoying doing auditions as a voice actor. So I do a whole lot of those over the weeks, and things have been going well for me in terms of that. I've been reaching out to things that I really connect to. And so again, some health themes can come up for some of the things that I connect to. And with writing also, I have been, because it's not the time of year where I do a huge amount of writing outside of songwriting. This is a time of year where I tend to pitch my screenwriting primarily. And so I've been doing more pitches. I created recently a pitch deck and I updated some materials that I had around for a pitch event last month. I think I told y'all about for pitching screenwriting. I think it was an event on X. And so I took some of those materials, spiffed them up a little bit, and helped to create a pitch deck for a few of the stories that y'all have heard me talk about here. The By the Sea, the Thief in the Wedding Dock by the Sea, and then I also have an Events by the Sea in the By the Sea universe pilot that I created. So these pieces y'all been hearing about, I've been pitching them, thinking about trying to get them out there and spiffing up the product of marketing materials for it. So if y'all are Screenwriters, y'all know it's like everything else in the creative space. You can't just create it, you got to create it and tell people about it. So I've been doing that with the pitching of the screenwriting. So that's what's been going on as far as updates as I create. Whew, we got a lot in there, you guys, and we're zooming on through. That's how we do it here on Live with Cheryl. Yeah, zoom on through to the stuff. Okay, let me stop. So, next thing I want to do is share with y'all one of the last segments here because we're just zooming on through, and that is the health trivia that I mentioned. So, 'tis the time of year where we've got, I think, people experiencing suffering with actually allergies. I have allergies myself to some foods, but also I have environmental allergies like to grass and mold and dust. And I've been doing some spring cleaning at my house. So I don't know if y'all have been getting into that lately. It's always beneficial when it's been done, but sometimes it's hard to get motivated to do those things. Y'all know what I mean? And the spring cleaning around my spot has kicked up some of the things I'm allergic to, y'all. So I've been thinking about and reading a little bit about reminding myself about ways to be healthy with dealing with allergies. So let me see if y'all want to take a guess and take a stab at this health trivia question. So fill in the blank. The best way to prevent allergies is to blank allergens. Would that be A, avoid, or B, seek out? Y'all listen to a little bit more of this bop right here. Hopefully y'all will enjoy and think about that. Y'all, we already have an answer from CB. Hey, A. She selected A. A is correct. A, that's right. So the really, really powerful way, and I know sometimes that might not be sufficient. So there are other things people do in addition to this, but the best way to prevent allergies is to avoid allergens. And so you can also take antihistamines and other medications if you need to, because sometimes avoidance is not as practical, and sometimes it just isn't sufficient to handle all your symptoms, manage all the symptoms. So it's always good to speak to doctors and health professionals to help you out. There's a clevelandclinic.org resource that I pulled that from, but just a friendly reminder, y'all, that if we can just try to avoid or like rinse our faces when we come inside from those allergens. I think I mentioned it in years past here on this show. Things we can do, like if we're allergic to pets, unfortunately, that means we cannot go around petting y'all's as friendly dogs and y'all's as friendly cats. We know they're friendly, they're very cute, but if we're allergic to them, we should not be petting them, shouldn't be letting them in the house. I know that's controversial for some of y'all who have members of y'all's as communities and families that are pets and stuff, but some of that suffering and some of the symptoms of allergies can be quite serious. And so trying to really be able to be on top of those symptoms can be really important for a lot of people. And a lot of people suffer from allergies of different types. So that clevelandclinic.org resource gets into those details more. And for those of us who suffer, sometimes we need those reminders. And I think sometimes we need to be reminded to do some things that we can do ourselves, but also reach out to our health professionals if possible, so that we can maintain a better quality of our symptoms. So sometimes I think we let things sort of slack because we're busy with other stuff, right? All kinds of things to do. And allergies can have us suffer and they can get sort of away from us. So maybe talk to a health professional, look at some of these tips online and see if you can get to a good state with those allergies. Because I know right now it's just like important for me as I'm doing a spring cleaning. I need to wear a mask, y'all, because there's some dust in some places. That's why we're cleaning. We need to. So, A, this was great. You selected it right, CB. A, right. So, as is a usual feature of Live with Cheryl, if you offer a correct answer, we don't just thank you, we also let you choose some things here. So, CB, please let me know. Do you want to listen to more of our theme music as we're wrapping up Live with Cheryl? And I will give some more, specifics and things thanks to folks as we do so. That would be option A, more theme music. Or do you want to hear more of the music that we're listening to during dance excitement everywhere. So please let me know, CB, and those out there who might be interacting through Facebook. I know we're live on Facebook as well, but I don't see y'all's as comments live there. So I apologize if y'all got the right answer and you want to participate in future. Subscribe on YouTube to my channel, and I'll go ahead and let you see it's YouTube/SHD Drum. So if you're over on Facebook, bring yourself on over to YouTube to that spot there, and then your comments will also come through, and I'll be able to let you guys choose as well. Okay, CB, theme music. Okay, that's awesome. So before we get to the theme music, good choice, good choice. Um, I'm going to again let y'all know things coming up. We're going to have the next live with Sheryl in a few more weeks. It's going to be on May 2nd. I'm trying to pull that up for y'all to see. And pretty soon around like either on that episode or soon thereafter, we'll probably be kicking off a new season of Live with Sheryl, because like I said, I've had some projects with music that are wrapping up now, and then I'll have planned out a little bit more of when I'll be letting the public, y'all supporters, more generally know about the music releases and some ideas I've been having. They're really exciting for me and I want to share them. But until I know exactly when things are happening, then I won't know exactly when we'll kick off a new season of Live with Sheryl, because that new season will be a little bit more shaped around music releases going out to the public and other things going on with some of the plans around the seasons of the early season, the love focus season of Sheryl and Tim Think What? So there'll be some doings, and I just want the Live with Sheryl to be a place where everyone can know about everything. Again, I just want to thank supporters. Thank you, CB. Thank y'all for listening out there. And I want to go ahead and move us on over to listen to the theme and wrapping things up. And don't forget, if you want to know a little bit more about the health trivia or other things about where to follow me, my website, things like that, you can get this program and see in the comments or see in the little section that has about, you'll see the links to these different resources. Okay, y'all, thanks for listening to Live with Sheryl. It's going to be a shorter program today. We zoom through, and sometimes got that energy up, we just zoom on through. So going to say bye to everyone. Thanks to my husband, Tim. Thank you, CB. Thank you, Dr. Felicia. She'll join us another time. And thanks everybody out there for supporting. Love y'all, friends and family and supporters. And we will see you next time. And in the meantime, let's listen to this theme show, y'all. This theme song for this show. Y'all, I definitely need to boogie. You get that blood pumping to the brain, y'all. Okay. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time.